Welcome to Cycle Sports TV, and this is Budget Bike Build Hyosung version 2. So why is this version 2 of our budget bike build? Well, back in 2008, we actually built an 06 Hyosung GT650S into a Street Fighter track weapon. Okay, now this was originally a $2,000 motorcycle that had 1,000 miles on it, completely stock, but we put the money into the right parts. Now that's still here in our warehouse, it's still sitting here collecting dust, but unfortunately because it's carbureted and all the alcohol that we have in our fuel now, well, because it's set, we seem to have to rebuild the carburetors every, I don't know, once a year or so, which is kind of a pain in the butt. So we wanted something that we could bring up to more modern spec, and we didn't have to worry about the constant carburetor issues that we had with our 06. So what did we do? We found this. Now, this is a 2014 version of the GT650, the Hyosung GT650. It's the standard version. The version that we built before was an S version, which was half fairing, and then they have an R version, which is full fairing. Now, why the Hyosung? Well, for a few reasons. One, even brand new, these are about $3,000 less than a comparable Suzuki SV650. Now, quality-wise, they're pretty comparable. In fact, Hyosung made parts for Suzuki for years. They've built millions of motorcycles since 1978. They've actually been around a long time. They're just not as well known in the United States. So what this is essentially almost identical to an SV with a few caveats. Now, power is about the same. In fact, we'll go over the engine specs in another episode, but you'll see that it's pretty close to identical. Brakes, similar. Tire size, identical. Power output, almost identical. This actually has a few more horsepower, at least according to Hyosung. But this has a few definite advantages, and we're going to talk about those in later episodes, such as the suspension, believe it or not, the capabilities of suspension, and a few other areas that the SV doesn't have, especially the fact that you can get these so inexpensive. This is a 2014 that we got. It's a salvage title, but it's really easy to get a salvage title on these because all you have to do is drop the bike over, which happened on this. They dented the tank, bent the handlebars, and it was all of a sudden a salvaged title. But this version has a brand new tank. All the parts were replaced that were damaged, and I paid $2,000 for this, and it only has 3,200 miles. That's right, 3,200 miles on this beautiful 2014 GT650 standard. So what are we going to do with this? Well, the important thing with this bike is that we want to take this really sort of an entry-level bike and turn it into something that can be used effectively on the street, but also be used as a track tool. Look, I get it. It's only 79 horsepower at the crank. It's not going to break any speed records. Sorry. That's not that. If we wanted that, we could have easily bought a used GSX-R 1000 or something ZX-10. But we wanted something that was easier to ride, more affordable, and that anybody could have fun on. So that's why we chose this. So stay tuned to future episodes where we're going to go through this entire bike and put it on a diet, lighten it up, improve the parts that count, and make this a fun track and street tool. Now don't forget to like this video and of course subscribe to our channel and click that little notification bell so you can keep up to date with all the latest videos we post to our site.